So I've heard all the bullshit. I have. I've heard all of it. I swear I have. And I've seen these other channels in California that are nut swinging off of smog shops. Let me make this clear. When the endangerment finding goes away in 43 more days, Section 209 of the Clean Air Act, which allows California to set their own emission standards with EPA approval, which they're not getting, by the way. Once that goes away, as Zeldin said, cars and trucks will no longer be covered under Section 209. So what does that mean for the state of California being able to do smog checks? They're gone. Roll the intro. So welcome on back to TK's Garage. I don't know how to make this any clearer. I talked about this in a few videos on this subject, and I've seen the negative Nancy's already today. Somebody sent me like 2 or 3 videos. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. Business as usual in California. Man, please go eat a dick, man. Oh my God. Like, I just wonder if they're like that, if they're married, if that's how they are in their marriage, is constantly negative, or if they're dating a chick, oh, chick's not gonna like me, oh, my car's gonna break, or like, you can't live your life like that. Negative ass mofos, man. But no, if you paid attention and you read what has been put out, and you also listen directly to what Lee Zeldin said, all right? He specifically said, we're not rolling back anything. We're eliminating it. And the endangerment finding is what allows them to put greenhouse gases, i.e. cars and trucks, and I know you said it doesn't cover particulates, it doesn't cover NOx, TK, it doesn't. Shut up. Like, just shut up. Zeldin literally said, cars and trucks are no longer going to be covered under Section 209 of the Clean Air Act. What does that mean? Well, it means California can't do smog checks under Section 209 of the Clean Air Act. It means no other state can do that. Not a county, not a city. Nobody will be able to set rules on that outside of the federal government.
Global policy, and those are a sample of many of the references used while developing that preamble. Next question.
This is the final question, sir.
Garrett Bergquist, Swish TV, Indianapolis. In effect, if placed into effect as currently envisioned, does this rule effectively reset the emission standards for autos, light, medium, heavy-duty trucks back to 2008 standards? What sorts of things will be left in place? What will be taken out?
As it relates to greenhouse gas emission standards on light duty, medium duty, and heavy duty, it doesn't reset anything. It eliminates everything.
Period. Well, I'll believe it when I see it, TK. That's the other thing, right? Or don't listen to what people say on the internet. They just be sensationalizing shit. And look, I've seen the videos. I've heard all the bullshit. And all I'm going to say is this. Don't you think you'd believe what the EPA administrator said directly over YouTube channels that may or may not be making money off of smog shops in California? Yeah, I think I would listen to what the EPA administrator said before some random jackoffs on fucking YouTube. That includes me. He was on Fox. He was on a podcast. And he was on, and he was at the Kenworth plant when he did the interview. Section 209 is no longer going to cover cars and trucks, which immediately strips anything away from California. They can't fight it. It's legislation. The Clean Air Act is there, and the rule is implemented to show cars and trucks how they got that shit on there back in 2007, 2008, somewhere around there. when they made that rule happen, that's when all this bullshit started happening with the diesel trucks, right? It's over. As I said in previous videos, take the win. And I know what you're going to say. Well, California's still asking for smog, TK. We got 43 days. In 43 days, public comment ends. The rule goes into effect by the EPA, and the state of California can no longer do it. CARB, for all intensive purposes, has been dismantled when it comes to anything automotive. Now, is CARB, the California Air Resource Board, all of a sudden going to go to having BAR do safety inspections? Yes. They're not going to give up money, guys. So they'll make sure that your turn signals work, that your tires are good. They may try to do this brake dust emissions crap where you have to have CARB approved, brake pads, because they can't do anything with emission systems anymore. That is over. And I told you so. I know that there's people punching the air in California right now because they were like, TK is wrong, TK, oh shit. And they're punching the air right now. Mad. Be mad. But I'm happy for my people that are out there that aren't going to have to do this shit anymore. 43 days, guys. And look, there's other legislation that's pending too. That's great. 4117, let's put a cherry on top too. Bloop. But the California Air Resource Board will no longer have anything to do with cars. They can't enforce anything on cars with emissions, or trucks, or semi-trucks, diesel trucks. All you guys that have 2001 diesel trucks and stuff, when you're like, well, I can't even register, they won't even let me put it on the road in California. That's coming to an end. Get ready to break them out, boys, because it's coming. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Our Ram 1500 giveaway is still going right now. You guys can get in by picking up any of the merch down here below the screen, or go to tksgarage.com directly. Everything right now between now and midnight tonight is 30x entries. That means for every dollar, it counts for 30 entries. And that's from tonight until midnight. And then that's it. The rest of August, it's $1, one entry until we close out the giveaway. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Look, man, CARB is on its last legs. It is on its last leg. It's about to be gone. So take the win, guys. Take the win. Until next time, stay petty, my friends.
For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest time.
Percocet, Miley Percocet, Miley